last week I was up in the Cobras walking. Another great walking destination today, Frankston Railway Station. Today's a walk. I'm heading down to Mornington and then I'm back along the coast. So I'm heading up on a combination of shared cars and kind of rough stuff beside railway lines and things, and then I'm back along the beach and cliffs. So we'll see how it goes. Not expecting a lot, but you never know. I'm leaving Frankston, so what I'm doing is I'm picking up this Frankston Baxter Trail, which I'm going to follow up to Eastlink, which I'll then follow down to Muriduck, the old Muriduck station, and I'll follow the tourist railway into the Mornington the back way. Hopefully have some probably lunch in Mornington, maybe late lunch, and then head back along the coast. So there's a few question marks about today. I've done bits and pieces of this over the years, or probably 80% of it, but there's a few missing pieces and I'm not sure. It looks to be a way through on Google Earth, but we'll see. But one way or another I'll get through. It's going to be a long walk though. It looks to be between say 35 and 40 k's for the day. It's going to be a solid little day out, and it's meant to be a warm day, so hopefully I'll time the coastal section for low tide or lowish tide, and plus the weather's meant to be better this afternoon, so I might even get a swim. You never know. Anyway, catch up with you later. Okay, well, the Champagne walking continues. Sun's come up. I'm just walking past Bunnings, back fence of Bunnings. I'm following the Stony Point railway line at the moment. It's been a bit of rain overnight. It's meant to be a good afternoon. It looks like a pretty good morning really. There's not a lot of cloud in the sky. Okay, I've made it up the Baxter Trail. I'm now on the Peninsula Link Trail. Got the soothing sounds of Peninsula Link through the trees there. It's all pretty good still, tracking along. One thing about these shared cars is it makes the miles pretty quick. So I'm tripping along pretty well, which is good. Leave me more time on the good bit, the beach this afternoon. Well, the Champagne walking is continuing. I'm dropping down towards Baxter, I think it is. So the next highlight of the walk will be the BP Service Centre. And grab a bite to eat and a drink. Okay, well, just stopped at the BP Service Centre. They've actually got this little area out the side for side the trail with little tables and shelter and water, bins. It's actually not bad, and you can get any junk food you like in there, as long as it's Macca's or KFC, I suppose. Anyway, I'm on to Mornington now, where hopefully I get a more healthy option for lunch. So the good news is, shortly after leaving the BP, this Peninsula Link Trail veers away from the freeway, and we'll end up at Muriduck Station, which is an old railway station. When I was a young kid, it used to be operational. But nowadays it's a tourist railway that runs a steam train once a week. So yeah. So actually here, speaking of railway lines, I don't know if you can see, that's the remains of the old railway line I used to ride on when I was a kid. So I'm going to be following that old railway line easement now, pretty well all the way into Mornington. Now I know some of it's doable because I've done it, but I'm not sure if the whole lot's doable, so we'll see how we go. But the walking will be a lot more enjoyable without all the without all the traffic on Peninsula Link, that's for sure. So this is a lot nicer. There's the old railway line down in the cutting there. So this is the old Murdoch station on that old train line. Now they run a tourist steam train. I think it's on Sundays. Not sure if it's every Sunday, but between here and Mornington. So I'm going to be now walking some kind of rough tracks beside this tourist railway, pretty much as far as I can before I get forced onto kind of the roads around Mornington. So we'll see how it goes. So I've just crossed over Warella Drive. I'm heading for Bungower Road. Now it's getting a bit rough on the railway easement, but it's all pretty good. I've been through here on a mountain bike before. There's bits like this where it's too damp down beside the track, down beside the gully, so you'll basically walk the railway line. But like I said, they only run trains on this occasionally on a Sunday now, so it's not too bad really. So I've crossed over Bungower Road. This is the bit that I've never walked before. It's kind of the back of Tanside Park. Looks like there is no track, not even a... Oh yeah, there is a rough pad here. No, it's all good. I was thinking I'm going to be walking the railway line the whole way, but there is a bit of a pad. So the walk continues. That's good. Okay, well I'm swinging, the old railway line swinging down towards the spot where it used to cross the Nepean Highway. I know that's full of factories now. So this might be the last section of bush before I get spat out into the suburbs of Mornington, or the houses of Mornington. Good news is, there's a good track all the way through, even though it doesn't show it on the map. I mean, it's a bushwalking kind of mountain bike track, but it's all good. It seems legal. There was no sign saying I shouldn't be here, so I'll assume it's legal. And to be honest, I prefer walking this than walking those concrete shared paths, really. Anyway, I might we'll see how we go down in Mornington. There's going to be people everywhere. I might not film too much till I hit the beach. We'll see what happens. I'll probably just do a little bit as I make my way down Main Street, so you get a bit of an idea of what's around. Anyway, catch you soon. So I'm getting a little bit creative getting through the back streets of Mornington now. I'm heading for that little back alleyway there. Alright, that's the end of the good walking for a while. I'm heading into town now, but I'm basically in the CBD. So that wasn't too bad at all. So not my usual bushwalk, just had a feed, so all is good. No shortage of choices in Mornington. On a change of hat and some sunscreen, so I'm just heading down to the beach now. and now I'm going to follow the coast all the way back to Frankston. Oh, it's a theory anyway. I've done it a few times, not for a long time though, and there's a bit down near Oliver's Hill. It's a bit cliffy, so we'll see how I go getting past that. Anyway, beach is over there. I'm heading that way. So that's Snapper Point out there, in the Mornington Pier, and that is the direction I'm going. So it's mostly going to be along the sand, although I'll use the cliff tops where I can. We'll see how we go. That's in the distance, that point. I don't know what that's, Sunnyside South maybe? Mount Eliza's just around the corner. Yeah, a bit walking I suppose. Okay, that's my immediate future. Okay, so I've rock up my way along the coast from Mornington down there. I'm approaching Sunnyside South. Down the other end of that beach is a legal closed optional beach, so I don't think I'll be videoing until I get to the other side of Sunnyside North. But yeah, so far so good. A lot of it's rock hopping, all pretty easy really. I picked it for the lowish tide. I think low tide's 3 o'clock, it's about 2 now. So I'll check back in when I get down to Kunyang Beach, which is the one past Sunnyside, I think, for the camera. And see, there's normally a lot of people there's normally a lot of blokes on this beach. So yeah, I'm not real keen on videoing that. Okay, made it past the nudist beach, heading towards Kunyang Beach now. This is where this is my local beach. When I was growing up, I lived about 5 minutes up the hill from this beach, where these boat sheds are down here in the distance. Okay, I've made it along Kunyang Beach, now I'm heading to Ranelagh Beach. Alright, next beach is Canadian Bay. Famous for where they filmed a scene for Neighbours back in the day. Also well known for the yacht club. Alright, I'm heading towards Davies Bay next. Now I've got to take to the cliff tops up here, so I'm thinking this might be the spot. We shall see. This is it. All right, so this is Davies Bay. This is the last beach before I get to Frankston, but I've got to get around Oliver's Hill, and there's a bit of coast down there that was pretty skinny when I went through last time, so we'll see how it is on this trip. So these buildings, that's Davies Bay Yacht Club. So this is the spot. It's normally hard to get around. I'm hoping I can squeeze through. You can always wade around the left. I'm hoping I can squeeze through here. It is possible to climb up there. I might climb that fence, I think. Alright, I'm over. I think I'm gonna make it. High tide would be a bit of a, could be a bit of an ordeal. But low tide's doable by the look of it. And that beach is Frankston. So I'm walking beneath Oliver's Hill, which is a bit of a landmark on the Independent Highway. So I'm heading into Frankston now, towards the Cannanook Creek Bridge. I think I'll have a swim. If I can find a shower, I'll probably have a swim down there and have a shower and wash the salt off. If there's no shower, I'll probably still have a swim. Still feel a bit dicky talking to a camera when people are near me. Because I've only got probably 2 or 3 k's to go. It's going to come out about 35 k's today, so it's been a pretty quick day considering I stopped for lunch for an hour in Mornington. So it's been a nice walk today, so I'll probably do it again soon. I can basically do it from home. So I'm down to Cannanook Creek. Don't look too pleasant. I'm going for a swim over there though. Looks like there's a shower down here. Walk's pretty well over now. Alright, swim's been enjoyed. Let's do the last bit of the walk up across the creek and through Franga. Cannanook Creek at low tide. It's not the prettiest waterway. Plenty of fish in there though. I don't know if they're coming up on the GoPro. This actually drains the swamp down near my house. Walking into the Frankston shopping centre now, Frankston shopping area. So I probably won't video much through here, there's not going to be much to see. So Franga's got its share of eateries too, like Mornington. Okay, I finished The walk came in at 35.8 k's or thereabouts. Yeah, it was a good walk. It wasn't great, it wasn't terrible. It was a nice enough walk. Nice swimming. The bay's in a really good temperature at the moment for swimming. It was a nice swim. It's a nice walk in the fact that you can buy some lunch and you can buy brekkie, and there's a bit of a change from a wild bushwalk, and there's water available at a few fountains and that along the way, so I didn't have to carry much water. It's been a nice day, about 25 degrees. So the first Frankston to Murdoch was probably 12-14 k's. That's all on shared path this morning. Then it was a rough path beside the old railway line, which is pretty informal, kind of all the way through Mornington, making my way down back alleyways and then down the main street, the shopping strip. And then once I hit the coast, it was just walk the path of least resistance along the cliffs or the beach, all the way to Frankston. There's one point where it gets a bit skinny, but you can get through. I think I've got it on the video. And yeah, I'm back in Frankston, and it's about almost 5, just before 5. So I've been out walking I left about 7:30. So whatever that is, do the maths in your head. But it wasn't a real solid day. It wasn't a real long day for 35 k's. Anyway, I'll catch you next time.